Hey guys, welcome back. This is Two Brothers Off Script here for another video. I'm Ryan,
I'm Jerry.
and today we're going to be talking about some interesting things. But before that, we're going to go ahead and get through the fun, boring stuff. It's fun for us and boring for you, but we're talking, and that means that we want to be heard. So if you guys like what you're seeing here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Heck, we hope you come back, but if you don't, it helps us out either way.
Sure.
So, and if you do like what you're seeing, we got a lot of stuff going on this channel. We're working on improvements all the time, so go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down.
Hit it.
But if you do that, we'll listen. So write us a comment, let us know why you don't like what you're seeing, and
Or what you do like that we need to do more of.
yeah, and we'll keep working on it. As you can see today, we've got a new green screen background. That will be further explained in other videos. But today we're going to be talking about kind of trying new things.
Absolutely.
Maybe cutting the cord a little bit every once in a while.
Well, yeah. So
kind of what you were talking about before.
Yeah. So my thought this week was really that having the bravery to try new things, even when it risks embarrassment, is something I think that's super, super important. So my story this week was we took the kids down to the YMCA, my wife and I, and as we're there, they have this little rock wall.
It's pretty big. I've
30
seen
feet
it, yeah.
tall or whatever. And I've tried to climb rock walls before, and I am not built for climbing
Not
rock
anymore.
walls.
I
Is
mean-
my personal, yeah. Now my 6-year-old
Yeah.
is Spider Girl, okay, and she climbed all the way to the top last week, and she was so excited to show me, and we got some video of it. It was wonderful, and the other daughters were in various. I have 4 daughters. They were in various stages of, yes, I've got it. No, I don't got it. This week they all had it. Everybody did awesome, and as they're climbing to the top, they're showing me all this, and they said, Dad, you should go. Well, I don't want to, look like I can't do it in front of my girls. This is really important. It's really important. So I said, okay, I'll try it if it'll hold me. Well, it turns out it'll hold me.
Right.
So the gal there, Stephanie with an F, she told me that she was like super, super encouraging. She's like, yeah, you can do this, no problem. It's no big deal. And so I'll give it a shot, And she was super encouraging. And I get this harness on and I'm climbing and I get all the way to the top of the first one. I'm like, hey, that wasn't bad. Well, it's an auto self-descender.
Right.
So you got to let go.
Yeah. Just drop.
Just let go. And, you're leaning there 30 feet up in the air and I'm going to hit the ground hard if I hit the ground. As gravity works on large objects.
I'm more worried about the little harness they put you in and how
They
up there.
They said it was rated. So I climbed up and I let go and I held on to it. I came all the way down, and the whole time this lady was just super encouraging. And I talked to her. She went to college for outdoor stuff, and all she does is rock climb, and her job is rock climbing, and she just loves it. And she was ecstatic, and I said she was probably one of the most positive people that I've ever sat with. And at the same time, the thing was, I risked that potential embarrassment of failing,
hanging upside down or something.
hanging upside down by my shorts, to try something that was uncomfortable in the moment. And I think that being willing to risk that is something that all of us should try to do. And it's not a dumb stunt. It's not, I'm going to jump off the middle of the bridge to the water because the teenagers did it. It's not to be brave without thought. But
if you were worried about the risks, like you probably had a lot of questions. You were able to ask the expert. You got all the reassurances. Like you said, she was really positive. She was giving you every reason not to think that this could happen, that there could be a consequence of your actions. But you still in the back of your head think, am I that one case? Am I the guy that, hey, I kind of fudged it on the weight a little bit. I told her I was this much and it was rated for this much, and then it just happens, and you just dropped like a stone. but none of that happened, and you feel more enriched for even trying it in the first place.
And my girls were super proud of me.
Right.
And they, in that moment, I got to be their hero.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to do something and share something with them that they were excited about. And I think that one of the things I saw a lot growing up was that there was a lot of reasons, and I hear this from people all the time, there's a lot of reasons to be afraid of life and not try.
Well, if you think back to when you were a kid, when we were kids, you know, and unfortunately today you don't get to see this as very much in kids, but you get to go explore your neighborhood. A pack of wild animals or wild children would go out and just wreak havoc in backyards,
Run through backyards and over fences and through farmers' fields.
Terrorize dogs and grab ears of corn out of the cornfield or something. And we used to have this cliffside. We were literally near a cliff. I think this thing was at least 60 feet tall. We named it ourselves. It was Eagle Peak and all this stuff.
It was too tall for a bunch of little kids.
I remember specific things on that, like running towards the edge, and then you would jump towards like a pine tree, and then this pine tree would like let you down slowly to the next level, and then you could let go.
So we climbed down it a couple of times successfully, okay?
I don't know about climbing down it. I remember trying to climb up at one time, getting about, maybe 30 feet above the scree there, and I thought I was going to die.
Well, I thought I was going to die because I remember being on that same cliff face.
Yeah.
And the brothers had this little 1/4-inch rope.
Were we using a rope for you?
Yeah, there was a 1/4-inch rope up underneath my armpits.
What was it attached to?
They were just holding it. Okay?
We're holding it.
It wasn't even wrapped. No, it wasn't even wrapped. You were on top. It wasn't even wrapped around the tree.
Okay, so we have the fourth.
I started climbing this thing, and I remember getting midway up, and my legs and my knees were shaking because it was not. Hey, it's 14 feet up. No, you're gonna break a bone. It was like jagged.
Yeah,
granite rocks.
Yeah, climbing a vertical cliff face, and
not smart.
Not smart.
Could have died. Some children, probably somewhere, have died.
I mean, we probably had like a nice bowline knot in there, so it would have hung you a little bit first before you.
But they couldn't have pulled me up.
No, you would have.
And they couldn't have let me down.
Not safely.
So I got to the middle of the rock, and I was tired. Yeah, I was tired. And they were probably screwing with my head. And you said you tried to climb it too.
I remember climbing up from the bottom as like free climbing, but I don't think I got very far.
It was scary.
And I was scared, and then it went back down.
And
we went and played in the abandoned houses.
Yeah, and I had the experience. You climb a tree, you get all too far up. We talked about this. My daughter
Daniel got trapped in the top of the tree.
Yeah, you get too far up, and the wind starts to blow a little bit, and you realize you're heavier than the branch you're standing on. So these are, this is one thing is climbing, right? But the principle's the same.
Well, you try something when you're young and dumb and you don't know the consequences. You get a little older, you get a bit more life experience, and you realize risk. And risk can be something as simple as just being embarrassed by people you don't even know. A lot of the people, your family was there, but most of the people that were walking by and looking at you, you had no interaction with these people. They don't know you. You don't know them. And your thought is probably less about the people you know and more about the people you don't know.
I thought about it, for sure.
Yeah, act like, no one's watching, or dance like no one's watching, or sing like you don't care, or sing like everybody in the room is naked, or whatever the
Well, I can say flat out. I mean, I would be embarrassed by the idea of trying to dance in a public setting.
I can't dance, and I know that, so I definitely won't try. But maybe I'm a savant, and I just didn't know it.
Well, if you don't try,
I've given myself a few shots at karaoke.
There you go.
I've gone up there. I had a little bit of liquid courage in me. And I was hanging out with a couple people in an empty bar, so I thought, hey, why not? What's the worst that can happen? I sang a song I thought I knew, and I thought I did an actually good job. But I'm sure there's many people out there that were just like, what's this guy doing? This is a waste. But the thought always crosses my head before I take on something like that. Even in a conflict situation, it's how is someone going to look at me after this?
Yeah.
This interaction is over with. And that's that's an unfortunate thing that I think has been ingrained into us. You know, if you're not perfect, then you're not good enough,
And you shouldn't try.
and you shouldn't try.
Yep.
It's a societal thing,
Yep.
and that's something that you have to get through as an individual, and whether it's public speaking or climbing the rock wall in front of everybody, or just trying to run. If you think you look goofy when you run, you probably do, but maybe it's better for you to just get it out of the system.
Well, or trying out for a new job, or trying out for one of the things I regret is that I feared rejection so much that I never asked a girl to a dance.
Yeah.
In high school, I never did it. I feared rejection, and I didn't, and I'm happily married now, and I don't wish I'd ended up somewhere else. But I feel disappointed that I didn't do that. And so this idea of being encouraged to try something and to risk failure is amazing for life.
Right.
And I've heard there's a quote by the lady who invented like Spanx or something. She's a multi-millionaire now, and she has this little video out where she says, "Hey, my dad told me growing up, like if we didn't fail at something that week, we weren't trying hard enough. Yeah. We hadn't tried anything we were uncomfortable with that week, and we had failed to try." And what we shouldn't be afraid of, especially in our children and teaching our children, is teaching them to try. Right. My kids need to know how to make some Legos without the directions. Or risk it not being perfect enough. Right. And I, as a parent, should be absolutely encouraging not participation, but effort, but trying.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think that given enough time, everyone can experience everything they want to. But you got to think time is a finite thing. For a lot of us, like our wall could come crashing down and that could be the end, But we're, like in this situation, we're trying this.
And
we've been doing this long enough that, we got ourselves a troll now.
We're very excited about our troll.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know who the person is, but you know what? I'm not going to call them out. I'm just going to let them enjoy their time in the comment section. And it's not going to stop me from enjoying this experience, because I think the first video we shot was the worst video we shot, and it's been nothing but a coaster ride up, and we're waiting for that big fall at the end. But I still am not worried about the risk, because I got on the coaster and I'm enjoying the ride now. So whenever it does, maybe we get blocked or something because we get enough critics or something of our controversial topics. But
whatever it'll be, it's I just encourage you.
It's been worth the effort
to try, to create, to explore, to learn, to risk a new job, to risk relationships, to try new things, to be honest and open, to take the risk, because a safe, 100% controlled life where you never risk a scar, emotional or otherwise, is not going to be as fulfilling as it can be for you. And you're capable of more every day than you imagine that you are.
Yeah.
So,
just
do you have any closing thoughts?
No. I'm just happy. I mean, everything's been going pretty good so far. I'm happy to, my daily try, my daily win this year so far has been good. I have not had any problems yet, but it's we got a lot of year left, so we'll see if there's something that I need to work on later on down the road. But no, I'm pretty good right now, I think, and building the wall has been an experience that is a new thing. Tried it, liked it. Probably gonna do it again some other time.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. So, thanks, guys. It's been a week, so we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.